Hey friends, it is spring and I'm at Costco, which means one thing. They're gonna have plants and they're gonna have bulbs. So let's take a peek. I'm gonna show you what I pass on, what I'm tempted by, and what's actually a good buy. Okay, let's go. I'm going stealth mode. I get sucked into Costco Plants so hardcore. Okay, so here's the scoop. I'm just gonna go over this really quickly. We all love Costco. We all come here and I get seduced by their stuff every time. So here's my 2 cents. There's some good stuff here. There's some stuff that I would pass on. Number one, the prices are great. $13.99. Okay, what would I buy here? Estivi, boom. Dicentra, also called bleeding heart, boom, do it. Hostas, also another good one. Clematis. This is also one that I'm super curious about. This is not my jam, but I did see one. Yes! This clematis here, that is my jam. The hostas are great. This is Bressingham Blue. This is a really good one. I've also seen some Siboldia elegans. Francis Williams down there. That's a pretty good one too. Okay, the other thing. This iris. That sucker's awesome. Daylilies, I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. I'm kind of a pass on daylilies. Trillium. That one intrigues me. Sedum. I would buy a sedum here. Hollyhocks up there. I'd pass on that. What else might I do? Actually, you know what? I'm kind of... Caladium. I'm a little curious. I like the fact that you could buy these here because they're going to take a little bit longer to develop. Oh, gladiolas. I've bought them here all day, every day. Okay, I'm trying not to be a creeper, but it is very busy today. Okay. Okay, I'm going to get this guy out. Hold on. Okay, I just pulled these out. Here's the scoop. If you are just getting started in dahlias, you are doing some learning, this is actually a really good place to cut your teeth. So Bacardi and Diva, 2 really, really well-loved varieties. It's going to come with 4 of each, and for $14, this is an insane deal. So if you're just starting out in dahlia land, this is a good thing to go for. These lilies, this Flora Plano, this sucker is sensational. Look at this. It is a double tiger lily. Again, you've got lots of time to play with it. And my experience with Longfield Gardens is that their product is actually packaged really, really well. So, again, if you're new to dahlias, this is a great place to get your feet wet. Loving this double tiger lily. Okay, this duo of clematis is actually super interesting to me. I love a little bit of drama in the garden, this kind of like black and white combination. I am actually going to pick these up and play with them in some containers. Another thing when you're shopping here at Costco, you really want to get these, like I said, when they've just gotten them in. Anything that's sitting here, they're warming up with these temperatures, they're waking up, and it's just going to give you a funky plant if you're buying something that is already leggy. Okay, so quick tip, don't just grab your bag, turn it over, because what you're gonna see here is you see that this is not bad. Do you see how it's still really light? But any bigger than that, and you're gonna wanna step away from this product because it has been hanging out on a shelf for too long. So that is our hosta. Now I do wanna show you this one. I haven't turned this over yet. Actually, this is not looking too terrible, but most of the sedums in my yard are already pushing up. I don't see any growth on this. I was kind of concerned about that. So that might actually be okay. But like I said, the sedums in my garden, they're already pushing. Okay, guys, I want to show you what I'm talking about. This clematis, which I think is absolutely lovely. I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to show you what you don't want to see. Okay, check this out. Are you looking at this in here? Okay, what you see kind of going back in here, back this direction, oh my God. Okay, literally this thing is grown all the way up to here inside this bag. That is literally a 6-inch top of a plant that not only is growing, but it is busted out of its plastic and has completely broken dormancy. Now, I'm not saying this is a lost cause, but I am saying, as much as I love this and I think it's a beautiful color and it would go with a couple different areas, I'm gonna pass. I was going to show you another example of a plant that has broken dormancy and is like off to the races before you have it in the ground, but I actually can't find one, which is fantastic. It means that these are pretty fresh. Okay. Well done, Costco. Well done. So this is the spring assortment, $19.99. What do I think about this? I don't know. I kind of think it's just basic. They've got some good selections in here, but I have yet to find one of these where I'm like, oh yeah, every single one I would put in my garden. I just kind of wouldn't. I'm at the point where I'm going to be a little bit more particular. I only want to put in things that I absolutely know and love. The only one that kind of caught my eye was, well, there's actually two. This first one, this iris butter and sugar, that is an awesome iris. And I kind of wonder how many are in here, actually. Let me take a look. Okay, this one I'm changing my mind. There are 6 butter and sugar irises in here. This, for the butter and sugar iris alone, is a fabulous deal. The tall cannas, they're okay. I like the foliage, not a fan of the flower. And the colocasia, awesome. Super beautiful, killer in a container, amazing centerpiece. So this one, I might actually be interested in. Okay, here's the other one that I thought was a really, really good deal. This guy right here. This is a beautiful shade blend. I'm going to turn it around and I'll show you what's included. It has, so for $20, you get 12 of the fancy caladiums. There's 12 of them in here. This would be a beautiful kind of like filler item in a container. And then check it out, 3 giant colocasia. If you have a shade planter, this is such a bananas awesome centerpiece. It is super cool. So again, of all of these, I really only have 2 that I'm like, yep, this is the pick of the litter. But if you are attracted to multiples of these, this could be a good situation for you. Okay, one last note when you are at Costco. Actually, 2 last notes, I'm lying. First, only get these really within the first, I'd say, week or 2 of their arrival. That's when you know they're going to be at their best coming from the supplier. And then number 2, do not be afraid to dive. And I mean full on dive back into these piles. I cannot tell you the number of treasures that I have found. Or if I'm like looking for a specific variety, this specifically goes for alliums. When their alliums come out, I have totally purchased them here before. They're awesome. And I will full on dive to get the quantities and the varieties that I'm after. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. More goodies. Here we are. This is Clematis Snowdrift. This, I would say, this is a medium good deal. The reason I'm saying that is because I typically don't like the snowdrift. I feel like it becomes too bossy in the garden. However, you have lots of awesome new foliage and this is super easy to propagate, which essentially that's a free plant. So I will tell you, I am kind of particular about my hydrangeas. I don't know that I'm into the pink. I don't know that I'm into this powder blue, but I will tell you what I'm into. Look at that moody monster right there. That is gorgeous. That is so pretty. Dang. Oh. I don't know. Oh, here it is again. Here it is again. That is really beautiful. You know, actually getting 3 of these is not a bad deal. But the problem is you gotta babysit it. Because if I put this outside right now, it was like 36 degrees yesterday morning. And this sucker will just be like a little frozen popsicle. So the only bummer about buying it right now, you gotta babysit it. Or give it as a hostess gift. Okay, I pulled the tag to see if it would give me any other details on what this variety is. It just says it's a macrophylla. But it does say grown in Canada. Oh my gosh, there's so many Canadians on my channel. It's awesome. Here you go, guys. Off we go. Over here. These are green velvet boxwoods. They're beautiful, they're lovely. However, I want you to just use your powers of observation here. Okay, here's the tag. I want you to go look these up online, because what I'm noticing here is I was like, ooh, pretty variegation. But this yellow margin is actually a sign that it may have a nutrient deficiency. So do you see this little yellow edge right here? Let's see if we can zoom in. That yellow edge, while it's pretty, it may mean that this is actually missing a little bit of nutrients. So this may need some fertilizer. Possibly it's been in the pot too long. Coming over here, camellias, 35. I don't know that any of these are really doing it for me. This is kind of a marginal deal. Okay. Then here we have a ton of acers. And these are still stacked 2 up. Check this out. This is actually a trick I learned from some of my guys at the nursery. This is how they will efficiently pack a truck. 60 bucks, not bad, not bad. Now here's a buyer beware moment. We're thinking fruit trees, 20 bucks, not a bad deal. These are great if you get them right when they arrive, but if these have sat for any length of time, this to me is a pass territory, because the second you pick this up, this sucker is light as air. And so that is not something that I am going to waste my 20 bones on. Okay, so for a second, I thought this was a deciduous azalea. I only saw azalea and someone had dropped this tag in there. It's not. I really love a deciduous azalea. You never see them at Costco, so I got real excited for a second. But these are the blueberries. I've totally bought blueberries here before, and for me, they always do good. Oh shoot, I almost forgot to say something. If you are gonna buy these at Costco, get multiple varieties, okay? You want blueberries, not just for like 1 month, but for multiple months. Costco has done a little bit of the guesswork for you. They do have early and mid-season. I didn't see any late season, but get an early, get a mid, cross-pollinate, have a good time. Okay, if you have a rockery or a retaining wall, this is not a bad deal for you. Essentially, you are getting 9 plugs that are slightly smaller than a 4-inch container for 17 bones. Not half bad. And I know the grower, so pretty good. More plants over here. Gorgeous. Gulfstream, this is just a classic. This is also a great centerpiece for a container. These Hino Crimson, that's also very good. In terms of rhodies, I am actually really particular about the varieties I choose for my garden. These are not any of them. So this is going to be a pass for me. I don't know. I'm not liking how their leaves are colored. Not really my favorite. I don't know. I'm not getting a good vibe off these. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut. Interesting. Bare root roses, allegedly. I see 0. Blackberries, I'm not going to purchase. Again, a lot of this is bare root, so you really got to be careful on how this is sent to you. I actually really like this color, and I was thinking that this might actually be a good buy for some containers. Do you know what I mean? Like this having a little spilly action over the edge. It's kind of like lower, compact, a nice little fuzzy leaf texture. This could be interesting. Okay guys, I also want to share one more pro tip. Sometimes you will be shopping at the grocery store or maybe at Costco, and you're gonna get something that is multi-celled like this. Instead of taking up valuable real estate inside your cart, I actually like to leverage the edges of my cart. So watch this. Boom. What you think about that? Not bad. Of course, this always works better if you're doing a 6 cell, not so much a 9, but still not bad. Look at that, perfect. Okay, so here's the deal. These begonias, they're really beautiful. They're grown by a nursery that I know. It's a commercial nursery called Clem's. And here is the scoop. This is gonna be great for a table arrangement, but I don't wanna catch you putting this thing outside because it is going to die a horrible, horrible death in our current temperatures. Also, in terms of price, this is $13.99. So quite frankly, I'm not sure that it's that fabulous of a deal. Like I said, this is a tabletop arrangement moment. Buy it for that. Don't buy it for the garden. You can get a much better deal with a better range of colors if you just go straight to your nursery and pick something out there. Okay, friends, we've left Costco. I was very precise with my purchases. Didn't go too bananas, but I did pick up a couple things. You saw me take the Sluggo. I have new plants emerging that I need to protect. I did grab more Repels All because I've got a lot of new baby things that are gonna go in the ground, and I especially want this around my cut flowers. I also grabbed these 4 clematis, which I am very excited about. And then last but not least, we have the rock cress. And I am gonna try these in containers this year, especially my spring containers, because I do have a color combination that I think is gonna be really sweet with this. And it's very budded up, very beautiful. So there we go. All right, friends, thanks for coming to Costco with me. As per usual, it is all about discernment, and I hope that I've given you a couple tips today to make you a better shopper at Costco. Say hello to your garden for me.